back and started. If you did not hear, we have Stephanie Elio here today who will be answering all of your questions. So we will get moving into question number 2, which
Okay.
is asking if this certificate can be used nationwide.
Absolutely. All of our courses, including the paralegal certificate, are taught on a federal level. So we work with almost 200 colleges and universities nationwide, and our students come not only from coast to coast, but internationally. And so when you pick a school that you're going to work with, you will be advised to choose a school that's closest to you within your state, but you're still going to be taught everything on a federal level. The specific assignments that you do, you'll choose your own jurisdiction. So whereas you're not being taught through the curriculum state by state laws and differences, you will look those up to go with the federal guidelines and use your jurisdiction wherever you live. So you're going to get a little of both, but the certificate is good nationwide. So once you earn it, if you end up starting off in Kansas and then you want to move to Florida, that certificate's still going to be good. So wherever you want to move, there are some additional guidelines for California that I'll wait for that question to pop up and we'll get a little deeper into it. If not, I'll make sure to discuss that before we close. Before we go to the next question, Emily, I do want to let our viewers know that we do have a full webinar on our website at www.legalstudies.com. And if you put in the courses search in paralegal, it'll take you to a landing page and you can see one of our archived webinars that answers almost all the questions. So we're going to get to as many live here as we can today, but in case we have a technical difficulty or you want to see additional information, you can call our enrollment counselors and you can view that archived webinar on our website. So what have we got for question number 3?
All right. Well, might give abbreviated answer to question number 1 again, if you don't mind, in case it was cut off, but it kind of leads into another question we have received asking if someone will be ready for a job once they get their certificate. And again, maybe if you can talk about what fields people can work in after getting
Sure.
their paralegal certificate.
This is a job skills training program. So you will absolutely be ready to go to work upon completion. The only state that has any differences would be California, wherein they are actually guided by law that and need to complete both our paralegal and our advanced to be in compliance with the California Business and Professions Code. It would give them enough units, but the basic paralegal certificate is sufficient to go to work upon completion of the 14-week online program. And where can you go to work when you're done with that? Just about anywhere. You know, law firms, healthcare organizations, insurance companies, government agencies hire paralegals. They go to work in legal departments within corporations, banking industry, real estate. The opportunities are really endless. And when you're going to look for that job, you want to cast a really wide net. Don't just look, in one spot. You want to network? Absolutely. Look at all the major job boards. Look at different types of titles. Um, Career, Monster, Indeed. Don't neglect your social media, things like LinkedIn, um, Facebook, even. Be sure to talk to people that you know. Also, one thing that I usually let our students know is look on Craigslist. It's a little bit more cost effective for employers to advertise there. So it's a place you'd certainly want to look. We also have a careers page on our website. So anytime an employer that's hired our graduates in the past is looking for new roles to fill, they usually come to us first. So that's a good place to look as well.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. Our next question is asking about when the begins and if the course requires that you attend at a certain time. The person is asking because they work full time.
Okay, so the next session starting is going to be next Monday, actually June 29th. We do have 6 start dates per year. The next one is June 29. There's another starting in August and then another in October, and we will circle back in January and have 6 start dates again. Our academic calendar is comprised of 6 7-week sessions per year. And the paralegal certificate is actually a 14-week program, so it's delivered over 2 7-week sessions. When you're enrolling on our website, you simply pay the tuition. That's what enrolls you. It's open enrollment, so no application. You don't need to wait to be accepted or anything like that. Pay your tuition, get your books, you're in. When you do that, um, we will process your registration. We'll put you in class. We'll send you a username and a password the day class begins. You'll obviously have a receipt and everything else for the transaction prior. But the day class begins, you will get that email that has your username and password. It's going to grant you 24/7 access into our system where the course is delivered. So you're not required to be logged on at any particular time of day or day of the week for that matter. Your instructor is going to post what your written and reading assignments are on Monday morning. Your deadline is typically Sunday night. So that will enable you to manage your own schedule week to week. Many of our students not only have full time jobs, but small children underfoot, spouses, aging parents, you name it, lots of things going on. So the course is definitely designed to be flexible with your schedule.
Great, thank you, Stephanie. And a quick additional question: does someone need any previous experience or education to take the course?
The course is actually designed for both someone that may have experience in the legal field and those that have none. So it is not a requirement, and whichever side of the fence you are on, there are definitely things that you're going to be able to learn and have value in this course and get you ready. We have people that have been in the paralegal field for many, many years, never earned a certificate. They're either getting ready to change jobs or they're looking for a promotion and now need that document. We usually advise to them is review the syllabus, make a good determination that this is a fit for you. 99% of the time, it really is. And for those of you that have never worked in the legal field, we start from the beginning and get you ramped up to be job ready. So either way, you'll be in a good spot.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Next question, can you talk a bit about the cost of the course and if payment plans are available, as well as where we can purchase textbooks?
Absolutely. The tuition for the paralegal certificate course is $1,595. Now, it is a 14-week training. As I said earlier, it is delivered over 2 7-week sessions. The $1,595 tuition pays for both sessions. You do not need to pay that money twice. So when you register, you simply select the session in which you want to begin. We will automatically enroll you in the session that follows. So you don't need to worry about that part. Now, the textbooks for not only paralegal certificate course, but any of our courses that you wanted to register for is located directly beneath the session dates in that online course schedule section for any course, any school on our website. You just scroll down a little bit further and it's going to list the books there. The textbooks for paralegal are a little more comprehensive than some of our other courses. There's actually 6 books that you need. Most of them are books that you're going to use in the field after you're done. You will definitely be using all 6 throughout the entire 14 weeks, so you need them on the front end, but you're going to retain them when you're finished because they make reference books for you actually on the job, and they'll come in handy for a very long time. The total cost of all 6 books is around $450. There is one final item that you will need, and that you don't need till the second half. That is a student subscription to Westlaw. That's access into the online law library system. During the second half, your second 7 weeks of paralegal, we will be teaching legal research skills. So that is a required tool. And you can either purchase that up front with your books and your tuition, or you could do it at your halfway point. That is optional, but the books you'll need up front. So you've got $15.95 for your tuition, about $4.50 for your books and $89 for your Westlaw. When you put all of that into your shopping cart, it's going to give you a total. It's going to calculate your shipping. Right underneath that, you're going to see an option to choose either pay in full with a credit card, and we do accept all major credit cards, or you can apply for an Affirm payment plan. Affirm is a third-party financing company that we use that will allow you to break that total payment down. The tuition, the books, the Westlaw, shipping and handling, everything in one fell swoop. And if you do the application process, it's really quick. It takes less than 2 minutes to fill it out, and it'll come back to you within just a couple of minutes with an approval or not. It accepts a really wide range of credit. So if you're interested in that payment plan, I encourage you to apply. If you're approved, it'll come back and it'll actually tell you what the payments would be. If it's 3 months, 6 months, 12, up to 18 months. And you can make that choice. You'll see all the numbers in front of you. If you choose to do that, you just follow the prompts on the screen, or you can choose to check out with a credit card at that time. If you're looking for other alternative funding options, you can certainly call one of our enrollment counselors, and they will see what a particular school may or may not be able to offer. Because the courses are online, we've got some flexibility in some of our schools may offer Sally Mae Career Training Loan or My CAA military funding, AmeriCorps scholarships, split pays, things like that, that are not necessarily credit bearing. The Sally Mae loan would be, but the others are not. And if that's of interest to you, then please call our enrollment counselors at 1-800-522-7737. Otherwise, the Affirm payment plan or just paying in full with a credit card and letting your own budget dictate your repayment is going to be the best bet.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. Next question that you kind of started to talk about, but this leads into it well, is how someone should go about selecting the school or university of their choice, and if there are any other differences they should be aware of when choosing their school.
We work with almost 200 schools nationwide, and we are in almost every state in the country. I think we've got about 4 or 5 states right now that we do not currently have a partner school. It is our recommendation that if we do have one where you intend to continue living, where you plan to work, that's the best choice because that's who's going to issue your certificate when you're finished. And that way, even though you took the program online, you are taking local education. Every one of our partners vets our curriculum. They are fully aware of what we're teaching, and they are issuing that certificate. So that's your first choice. If we don't have one where you are, we recommend that you select the neighboring state. As far as the differences between those schools, the only real difference is going to be who you register with. For approximately 80% of our schools, you'll register directly on our website at www.legalstudies.com. For the other 20% of our schools, they actually take the registration themselves. And when you pull that up on our website, you get to the schedule section and go to register. It'll say right there, please register with school. There'll be a hyperlink over to their website, and their phone number will be present for you to call them. So whichever way you go, the curriculum, the things that you're taught, what you're going to learn in the course is going to be identical. These courses belong to the Center for Legal Studies. They are taught by the Center for Legal Studies. The certificate you earn upon completion will come from the school you select when you register.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. Next question is, there's still time to register for the June 29th course start date, and will students receive their books by then?
Absolutely. There's definitely time to still register. We are accepting registrations through next Thursday. Classes start on Monday. So it's always been a very standard practice for us to accept late registration, and we will let you in. by next Thursday at 2 p.m. It will shut off. Everyone after that will need to go into the August session. However, because classes begin on Monday, we recommend that you try to register today at the latest or tomorrow. The books are shipped from our fulfillment center, which is in Michigan. Standard ground shipping can be anywhere from 2 to 5 business days, depending on where you are in the country. There is an option on our checkout screen to expedite your shipping. So you can pay additional and bump it up 3 day or 2 day or even overnight. But if you know you're going to take the course, I do recommend that you get registered right away. That way you're starting off on the right foot. The syllabus is available before you start. If you've got your books ahead, the reading charts are in the syllabus. It makes sense for you to get those as quickly as possible. And when class starts Monday, you're well prepared. For those of you that end up registering a little bit late, if it is beyond your control and you have to register late, we certainly will accept you next week. And the instructors are fully aware of our late registration policies. But as a rule, we encourage students to try to get registered sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Stephanie. And can you clarify again for everybody, are all the books that they need to purchase available online when they check out?
They absolutely are. You can either add all the books into your cart when you select the session in which you want to begin a course because they're listed right there. You can also go to the bookstore tab on our website and you need to do a search. If you just go to the bookstore tab and start scrolling down, you're going to see a complete inventory of every single book we offer, and it's quite a few. So you want to make sure that you actually put in the course and the format for the course that you want to be taking. Click that search button. It will drill it down to exactly what you need. It will list required books and recommended books. The required books say required because they are required. You will need them to pass this class. We do offer extremely competitive pricing on our books. There is a more info button to the right of the price for every single book we sell. If you really want to shop it out, you may. The ISBN number is listed when you click more info. It'll give you a deeper description of the book, a better picture of the book, and again, that ISBN number. So if you choose to purchase your book elsewhere, please make sure that you cross-reference that number and you have the right book and the right edition. Otherwise, as I said, our pricing is extremely competitive and we can guarantee to drop ship it right to your doorstep within whatever time frame you request shipping to be.
Thank you, Stephanie. All right, we are nearing the end of our time today, and I apologize again to everyone for our delayed start time. Thank you for your patience. But we do have time for a couple more questions, so please continue to leave your questions in the comments down below, and we will respond to them after the live stream. Next question, can you describe the difference between the paralegal certificate and the advanced paralegal certificate?
Sure. The paralegal certificate is going to give you all your core foundational skills and enable you to be job ready in 49 out of 50 states in the US. The advanced program is where you go and build on that foundation and start specializing in specific areas of the law. Things like criminal law, business law, family law, immigration law, etc. For our California students, the advanced program is a requirement because they must be in compliance with the California Business and Professions Code 6450, which actually dictates how many hours you must invest in training. I can tell you that our California students have to take it. The rest of the nation doesn't. But approximately 50% plus of our students nationwide voluntarily choose to take that advanced program as well because they know it's going to make them more marketable. The more training you have, the more valuable you are to an employer.
Great, thanks, Stephanie. Can you talk a little bit about the peer and student course instructor interactions during the course?
Sure. The instructors, all of our instructors are going to be very high ranking paralegals or licensed attorneys. They are not only teachers, they are also current in their field. So we hire very carefully. for any teachers. They're going to have at least 10 years of experience. They're current in the field with teaching experience on top of that. So they really are valuable assets for you to be connected to through this course. Because they have regular jobs, they're going to have regular office hours that they let their students know when they're more available. Otherwise, there are chat tools and email tools that you can use to connect directly. If someone needed additional attention, a more connected meeting, you can always send your instructor an email and request an appointment for phone or Skype or something like that. And you'll be able to connect with your classmates as well throughout the course on the bulletin board.
Thank you, Stephanie. Is there any application necessary for admissions?
There is not. Our courses are offered through continuing and professional education. They are open enrollment. There is no application process. You do not need to wait to be accepted. You simply pay your tuition, buy your books, we'll put you in the class, you take the training, and you go to work. Period.
Great. I think we have time for one more question. Can you speak a little bit more about the additional requirements for California students?
Sure. The California Business and Professions Code is actually on our website. Any one of our California schools that you pull up, in fact, even if you pull up the paralegal certificate as a whole, there is a paragraph there that says California paralegals, click here. You should click there. It'll take you to the page that describes what the code is, why you have to comply with it, and then we actually publish the code on our website. So basically, our students comply under the second section, section B, and that states you need 24 semester units or 360 clock hours of substantive legal training. The combination of our paralegal certificate and our advanced paralegal certificate are going to give you exactly that number of hours in training. So our advanced program was designed to meet the highest requirements in the land, which are California, and any really questions beyond that, I would encourage you to contact one of our enrollment counselors at 1-800-522-7737, and they can go into greater detail. One thing I want to add, out of the advanced program, you have to take 6 out of the 15 topics that we have available. And you are allowed to take them 1, 2, or 3 at a time in a single 7-week session, but students have up to a year to get all 6 done. There's, as I mentioned, the archive for our paralegal webinar that answers a ton of questions, probably 30 or 40 of them. I encourage you to watch that. We also have one on our advanced paralegal page. So there's an archived webinar dedicated 100% to this kind of information for advanced paralegal.
Great. Thank you, Stephanie. So with that, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you again to everyone for watching. And again, thank you for your patience. Please continue to leave your questions in the comments down below. And if we didn't get to them, we will respond to them shortly. This video will remain up on our Facebook page for you to replay and watch at your convenience. And again, our next courses begin next Monday, June 29th. So be sure to visit legalstudies.com and enroll today, or you can call or email us if you have any questions. Thank you again, and thank you especially to Stephanie for your time today. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you in class and look forward to your registration. Bye-bye.